Oh, he helped pass Biden's chip bill, bro. I told
Okay,
you that.
so wait, you just said that it was fake and that Biden didn't pass the Chips and
I'm
Science
saying
Act.
like he didn't do it on his. He didn't think of nothing like that. My granddaddy was in the White House. Work. He stood up 20 hours a day just trying to work and work and work and work and work. You
Work,
didn't do that,
work,
did
work,
you?
work,
Kamala
work,
wasn't doing
work.
that.
Who is working? I'm so what the fuck are you talking
My
about?
granddaddy.
What's your
My
granddaddy
granddaddy
name?
was up
What's
help.
your granddaddy name? Not no. Sorry. Don't tell me that. I don't want you to share that information,
Oh, I
especially
could.
not in
I
front.
mean, I
No no
could
no no
tell.
no no no.
He
I
pretty.
don't want you to share that information, especially in front of the amount of people that we have here. I need you to be specific because again, it like at this point you're just saying shit, and you saying
I'm
shit
not saying
actually does.
stuff.
You are literally just saying shit, and you just sitting here saying
I
my
literally used to
granddaddy.
watch my
My
granddad
this is
spend
your
hours and
granddaddy.
hours in
This
the
is your
bathroom just rehearsing
granddaddy,
his line for the
granddaddy,
meeting.
granddaddy. Lee, be specific, right? For you to sit here and pretend that the way this actually works isn't a situation of yes, the president actually has initiatives that they want to run on, and yes, they do have people that they actually have to try to push pieces of legislation, but the legislation come from Congress. So your premise that oh they didn't do anything or they didn't work on anything, like it's a trust me, bro. And guess what, Lee? We don't believe you. You need more people. So you can sit here and pretend as if the Biden Harris administration didn't do anything, but at the end of the day, they got some of the most monumental legislation passed in United States history, and they absolutely passed more legislation than the Trump administration prior to them. So Lee, I'm gonna
Okay,
say
what
this
has
again.
Biden done?
I'm gonna say this one more time. Your entire premise is that you don't think that Donald Trump is the enemy of the state because you think that Donald Trump is someone that's a strong leader and someone that actually doesn't quote unquote get his head stepped on like Biden. I need you to give
Yeah.
me something specific, and I want it to be based in facts and reality that we can verify, not the fact that your granddaddy did something that you can't prove.
I can prove. No, I can prove it. He's literally on the name of the fucking bill.
Yeah, that's fine. Give me some. The bill passed?
Obviously,
Okay, so it's a moot point. Anyway,
it's
give
the
me something.
chips. It's the
eh,
chips bill.
Sure, give me something that proves that Biden was not respected and people walked over him because that's your point. Give me something.
No. My point is like Biden. It can't equip America like Trump can. That's really what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Biden. Like the point was about Trump, but you're trying to actually compare Trump and Biden, and you're not doing that. You try to use legislation, and that doesn't work. Give me something specific. Listen, can Lee, I'm gonna keep it funky
Okay,
with
I
you.
could give you something
I'm
specific.
gonna keep it really funky with you, right? Lee,
You will
I'm
keep it a
gonna keep it really
being.
funky with you. You came up because you wanted to say that stupid ass talking point about Larry Hoover again, and you didn't
Yeah, my
realize
uncle.
that. Sure, yeah, fuck Larry Hoover. You wanted to talk about that
Wait,
stupid
what?
ass.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I
Wait,
said
you
what I
just said
said.
fuck Larry Hoover?
Yeah, I just said fuck Larry Hoover.
Would
You
you
wanted
say
to
that
say
about Martin Luther King?
no, but I'll
You
say that about
racist
Larry
white
Hoover.
ass nigga.
Yeah.
You racist white ass. Yeah, you're a
Ooh,
coon.
ooh,
You're a
ooh.
coon.
Look at you crashing
They
out
done
because
got
I
the
talked
whites
about
done
your
got to
uncle.
you.
Listen, listen,
The whites
listen,
done got to
listen.
you.
Shh,
The white
Lee. Fuck Larry
you
Hoover.
coon.
Fuck,
You
fuck
coon.
Larry Hoover. He's no
I
Rick
will not
Ross.
engage with this.
Look at you
You
crashing.
coon. I'm
Look
leaving.
at you crashing. You're crashing out because no one, not him running because no one cares about his uncle. And I've already removed him. Guys, there's no need to report. Literally, there's no need to report. I don't know if that was AI or if that was someone else, but we're good. We don't need that. Listen, if your only premise of you supporting a fascist is that he somehow did something beneficial for your uncle, and that's the only thing that you have, we're fucked. Like if the only reason that you're sitting here that you're saying that you support this person who is literally trying to destroy our country is because he helped free your uncle from prison, then what the fuck are we doing? Stop it. Also, lock Larry Hoover back up. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. YouTube, I'm not sure what happened, but we are back. We are back on YouTube. You guys should be G to G. So welcome back in. I'm sorry that for somehow it got cut out or whatever, but you guys are back. And I've reposted the link. So if you're over on YouTube and you would like to join the debate, go ahead and get in the box. Again, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send the daily heart me. It's only one coin. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background? Denny, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I accidentally joined, sorry.
All right, no worries. I'm going to drop you down. Guys, again, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Let's see here. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah, I'm a MAGA supporting Roiper incel chud.
Okay, that was a mouthful. Are you adding troll to that title, or are you here for an actual debate?
I actually want to debate about how he freed Harry Loover and he freed my guy Harry.
Oh, okay, so you're a troll.
Yeah, I'm a chud. I'm chud maxing right now, dude.
Yeah,
Have
I
a
got
good
you.
one.
Hey, oh, not him running. Why would you run? Why would you run? No, don't run. Come back up here. I wanted to talk to you about it. Come back up. I wanted to talk to you about it. Don't run. That was such a coward move. Get back up here. Get back up here, bub. Not you running. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I got something for you anyway. We'll take care of that. Anyway, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. W's in the chat for Lynn. Lynn sent a $20 donation, said, have you ever debated an intelligent Trump supporter? Actually, I've had like a few of them. Like not that many, but I've had a couple of them that are, decent enough. So it's rare, but sometimes we do get a few. W's in the chat for Lynn. Thank you so much for that $20 donation. W's in the chat for Ivan. Ivan sent a $5 donation saying, can you tell Lee he should watch Schoolhouse Rock to learn about bills? Yeah, I mean, I don't think Lee would watch Schoolhouse Rock because, doesn't have Larry Hoover in it, but I agree. W's in the chat for Heather. Heather sent a $5 donation saying, daily hugs. This guy, wow. Wow. Yeah, he sucked. He absolutely sucked. W's in the chat for Heather. And let me do this really quick just to check and make sure we are good here. Yep, we're good, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. I will read that out. Speaking of being over on YouTube, if you're over on YouTube and you want to join the debate, click that link. Click that link. We have the link, and I made it super simple for you guys. You guys don't even have to remember like phone numbers. You don't even have to do anything special. All you have to do is click that link that I just dropped in the chat, and it will get you up here to debate. To debate. The point that I have and where we're trying to get is the fact that we need to identify who are the enemies of the state. Donald Trump, MAGA, easy, enemy of the states. Billionaires, easy, enemy of the states. Moderate Democrats, I thought was easy. For some reason, people have been pushing back on it. Weird, easy, enemy of the states. Quote unquote, alpha males. The alpha males and fragile white men, those are the ones that I want to talk about. Those are the ones that I can't get a debate on. And I know why I can't get a debate. I know why I can't. I know why I can't. I know why no one can come up here and debate me on that topic. And it's not that they don't disagree with the topic, because hell, they even come up and they say they want to debate the topic, but their ego forces them to crash out before they can actually get into it. Their fragility forces them to lose their shit before they can make it out of the blocks. That's the issue. That's why it's so hard to have that debate. Because they literally can't make it past go because of their fragility. Someone said, can you define moderate Democrat? Yeah, moderate Democrats are someone who are sitting here saying like, oh, we need to find common ground. Oh, we need, someone that can win. Oh, we need someone that's gonna actually, get us back to normalcy. Like those are the people that would classify as moderate Democrats. Hi, Spidey. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Why do you think that alpha males are like an enemy of the state?
How old are you?
Oh, damn. You can kick me. I'm 14.
Yeah, don't
See-
no, kids, don't request up. You have to be 18 or older to join a live. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And also, like, it's, what is it? 11:27 on the East Coast, 8:27 a.m. on the West Coast. Why aren't you in school? Like, what are we doing? Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah, I disagree with the moderate Dems.
Okay. Is it David?
Yes.
Okay. David, tell me why you disagree with the moderate Democrats being the enemy of the state.
Well, because you said you were going against people who say that they got to reach across the aisle or work with the other side. I just want to see what you think is going to happen if we pick someone who aligns with what you think a Democrat or a liberal should be in the upcoming election against the Texas Senate GOP candidates.
I don't really give a fuck about the Texas Senate GOP candidates. And this
Well, I mean, that's the one that Tallarico and
yeah, that's
Crockett
fine.
are
I mean,
in.
that was an example, but that's like that literally is not the premise of my argument. The premise of my argument is the entirety. It's not a singularity. Like, if you want to boil it down to like the Texas Senate seat, sure. But the bigger point that I have is the entire party, right? And I know people have gotten locked in on like that one thing because they feel like, oh, this is a point to talk about or whatever. But like, while I support Jasmine Crockett, I still like, she's not progressive enough for me. Like, she wouldn't be the person that I would put at the head of the Democratic Party. So like, when you talk about progression and you talk about moderate Democrats, I'm talking about the entirety of the party. I'm talking about the fact that the entire party is they're leaning into the status quo, and they're going back to relying on like the safe and comfortable things instead of trying to push the party forward as a whole, which is a problem.
I guess what aspects of her politics is Jasmine Crockett not extreme enough for you? That's kind of crazy.
What's crazy?
You said that she's not. I guess what do you identify as? Are you Democrat? Are you liberal? Like how extreme are you?
I'm a leftist.
A leftist.
If I had
Okay.
to put an actual status on it, I'm a democratic socialist.
Okay. And so what aspects of Crockett would you not like? What aspects of Crockett do you not like that you wouldn't vote for her? That you wouldn't vote for her as a leader.
There's no reason why I wouldn't vote for her. So again, it's not about Jasmine Crockett. Like, you pinning it down to Jasmine Crockett isn't the thing. It's the entire party. So if you want to talk about the factors of the party that I absolutely think that is a failure, you can talk about the lack of expansion of universal health care. I've talked about this multiple times. The ACA was supposed to be the first step towards universal health care. And the reason why we don't have universal health care today in the United States of America is because the Democratic Party was too weak to force the issue. We should have access to universal health care. We should have access to universal health care, a public option for college. We should have like basic income. We should have expanded parental leave. Like we should have a multitude of things that are currently prevalent within other nations, because we are the richest country on earth. Like we should have all of these things and more. And so taking care of the American people should be at the forefront. We should have higher corporate taxes. We should close like loopholes on taxes for the millionaire and billionaire class. Like we need to fucking overturn Citizens United. We need to bar APAC. Like we need to put term limits on people within Congress, and also we need to put like an age cap on like when people can be in office. Like we need radical change. We need more Supreme Court justices. We should have 13 Supreme Court justices. Like all of these things. Like this is the problem that I have with the Democratic Party. All of these things would better our country, but they would more rather line their pocket and worry about putting money in their pocket versus actually doing things that are going to help the country. And if anybody's sitting there saying, "Oh, wait, slow down, we can't do that. That's too much. How are we going to pay for it?" Donald Trump wants to increase the military budget to $1.5 trillion. Fuck people who talk about how we're going to pay for it. We're going to pay for it the same way that we pay for missiles to fucking blow up babies. Same way.
I mean, and I don't mean to pin it down on. I didn't mean to pin it down on Jasmine Crockett in Texas. That's just the most highlighted race. I actually just before I got on with you looked at the obviously the midterms affect all 50 states. There are 32 or 33 Senate seats that are up for election, or at 33, 34, somewhere in there. And then all the House. And then I'm looking at this, which states, the electoral map, and I'm just trying to figure out what is the best way to sway most of the Midwest, because the Midwest was large in part the reason that the guy won last time.
Fuck the Midwest.
What?
We need to overturn the electoral college as well. That's stupid. Why should there only be seven states in the entire country that actually affect the election? That's stupid. That's literally stupid. You're telling me because I live in South Carolina, right, where I've lived my entire life, but I'm a Democrat in South Carolina, and me voting means fuck all? That's stupid. That's stupid. We need to get rid of the electoral college system, because these Midwest states where barely anybody lives should not be getting equal representation. No, fuck them. We need to let the overarching amount of people vote. But if you talk about how do we get those people to actually vote for us, lie to them. We lie to them, David. We fucking lie to them, and we tell them whatever we need to tell them to get their vote. Because Donald Trump, the Republican Party, they lied to them, and they lied to them, and they did fucked up shit. So if we got to lie to them to do good shit, then I'm good with lying to them. Lie to whatever lie we need to tell them to get them to vote, so then we can force healthcare on them. Do it. Just fucking lie to them. That's what I got.
I mean, okay, that's a strategy. I mean, and I don't disagree with you on the strategy of the GOP in the last 3 election cycles. I would, I mean, if that's, I don't know, man, that seems a little crazy. I think that
what seems crazy? Lying to them?
Yeah, I mean, what's the debate? What's the debate going to look like?
Both parties are going to lie. What's the debate going to look like? Like seriously, I'm not going to hold you. Both parties are going to lie. Both parties are going to lie. Why not tell the lies that they want to hear? Like we might as well listen, David.
That's going to be parroting what they're saying. Then,
David, have you ever been to a strip club?
I did not like it, but yes.
I didn't say if you like it. I said, have you ever been?
Yes.
You ever been to a strip club and the person walks over to you and they're like, "Hey, how are you? Would you like a dance? Oh, how's your night going? Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Right? That's what they do, right?
Yes.
David, do you think they're really happy to see you, or are they trying to get you to make it rain?
Of course they want money.
They fucking lied to you because they want your money. They sold you a dream. David, if I have to be the stripper in the strip club, enticing Bob from fucking Idaho, and I think, Bob, we're gonna give you all kind of corn subsidies, and I got potatoes for you, and we're gonna like church and Christian shit. If I got to do that just to get them to vote so we can fucking force healthcare, I will do it. I don't care. I don't care. So if we're gonna lie to them anyway, then we might as well tell them the fucking lie that they need to hear to get the vote. I don't care.
I guess the only or the difference I'm looking at this is basically you debate people on TikTok, and I go out and I like to go to bars and I like to talk to people.
Mhm.
If I were to lie to them, if I were to call them names, start asking them, list this, document that did this for that your guy put through the system, name this exact thing and stop the conversation. The conversation would only last about a minute or two, and then me and him would be sitting, the person next to me would be sitting beside each other, pissed off. So
Wait,
I mean,
so are you
you have
sitting here like looking for guidance from me as far as how you should talk to other people? Is that what you're saying?
no, because I do go out and talk to people. I go out and have long
Right,
conversations with people all the time.
what does you talking to people in the bar have to do with me debating people online?
Well, because I would say most of the people that I talk to that I can help hold conversations would put me as a moderate Dem,
Okay.
and that was my initial issue with your enemies of the state thing.
Yeah, but again,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is the premise that you're using is still it doesn't equate to me debating people online. The people that are willing to actually come up here and debate me are only people that, for the most part, they're not trying to change their mind. They're firm in their beliefs, and they want to actually push back on the premise as far as what I'm saying. So it's not a sense of like, oh, let's have a conversation. You can sway me or whatever. And so that's not a normal situation that you would see out and about. So if I go out and I actively seek people to talk to, I'm not going to talk to them the same way that I talk to them online. I'm going to meet them where they are versus like them coming to me. So the one, that's different, but then also two, fucking lie to them. They're not going to know. They like again, I'm sorry. I don't have the threshold of purity politics when it comes to fucking fascism and where we are in the country. People are stupid. I'm serious. I'm sorry. People are stupid. They don't verify. They don't look things up. They have no, like, I've literally had people come up here this morning and say, "Oh, Jasmine Crockett, she's pro-Israel." It's like a fucking quick Google search. Like, you can look this stuff up, but people are so comfortable with relying on the shit that they hear and not actually verifying things for themselves. Like, I'm sorry. There's nothing that you're gonna be able to tell me where I'm not willing to say, like, yeah, I'll tell them like whatever they need to hear in order to get their vote so we can actually force the shit that's needed. I'll do it.
I mean,
Because
and
they're
I
not gonna
totally
verify it.
I agree with you with the type of I agree with you with the type of live guests that you have in that come up and debate you. Like I was just on the Gunny guys live before this, and saw the moderate Dems thing. Like I said, the moderate Dems are going to be a major part of this next or this midterms. I would just hate someone. I would hate, because I've listened to you before. I would hate someone to be swiping up, hit this, see, oh, Santana doesn't like moderate Democrats, and they get turned off.
Santana
Because
doesn't like moderate Democrats. I don't. And if
okay.
them getting turned off by them seeing this is like a thing for them, then life's tough. Get a fucking helmet. I'm sorry. Like when I say I truly don't care about anyone's right to comfort, it doesn't work that way. Like when I say this all the time. I am a black man in America. I don't vote for the status quo, because the status quo does not benefit me. The status quo does not benefit my kids, my wife, my family. The status quo doesn't benefit the people that I care about within the queer community. The status quo doesn't benefit the people that I care about with disabilities. The status quo doesn't benefit anyone that's not a white man. And so I don't give a fuck if they're going to get like butt hurt because they see that I say I don't like no, fuck you if you're a moderate Democrat, because you're the person that's stopping progression. You're literally the reason why we don't have the things that we should have as a country who is the richest country on earth. The fact that we don't have universal health care is fucking mind-blowing. The fact that we have any veterans that are unhoused is fucking mind-blowing. Like, none of this makes sense. And it doesn't make sense. And the point of people sitting here saying, well, we just need to meet in the middle, and I want to go back to things being normal. No. If you're standing still, then you're moving backwards. We have to move forward. And if you're not willing to move forward, then move the fuck out of the way. Sorry.
I like I said, I agree with you that we have the richest man in the world that's worth about $830 billion.
No, I said we're the richest country in the world.
Oh, I know, but I'm giving an example of what that gives us as a country. We have the richest man in the world here. I guess I don't know where to go on with this. Like I said, the only thing I had an issue with was moderate Dems. Like I said, we have about 8 months and a week before the midterm elections. This rubber banding of from election to election to midterm of this extremist or this extreme views of politics is going to take place. They're going to put all the good stuff in place. The other side's going to take it all away. I mean, that kind of whiplash.
Why does that keep happening?
Year in and year out.
Why does that keep happening?
The whiplash?
Why is it that
I just call it whiplash because it's
like
so extreme.
The Democrats put good stuff in place, and then the Republicans, they take it away. Why is that a thing?
I would say it's because the GOP and the other side has identity crisis. They kind of don't care. Like you said, they'll listen to the lies, but their identity is in their religion and their political affiliation. And most of the time, if they can appease those two things, they'll vote for that, even if they're being lied to.
You think it's only the GOP that has us in this quote unquote rubber band state?
Let's see here. I would blame it mostly on them. Yes.
No. It's the moderate Democrats. It's literally the moderate Democrats. So, do you know who Solid is? Super Solid?
I can't say I do. I can't say I do.
Super Solid for the proletariat. W's in the chat for Solid. Solid once. You like wrestling, David?
Oh, we're talking about pro wrestling, like WWE.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I watched it as a kid, and
you know what heels and faces are, right?
Yeah.
Best analogy I've ever heard in my life, and especially it spoke to me because I'm a fucking wrestling nerd. Elimination Chamber this weekend, guys. I might actually stream that on Twitch. Regardless, Solid made this amazing analogy, and he talked about how the Republicans, they're the heels, and the Democrats, they're the faces, right? And the interesting thing about wrestling, while it's scripted, they can't just put the title on the faces all the time. Hell, the reason why Drew McIntyre is the champion right now instead of Cody Rhodes, even though Cody Rhodes is the biggest baby face in all of wrestling, is because when the good guys have the title all the time, it becomes stale. There's nowhere to go from that. But when the bad guys, when the faces, when they got the title, then You can make a bunch of different storylines, and you can market it so many different ways, and you can create this narrative of fighting uphill, and the face they come, and then the heel they cheat, and the face loses, and the faces they come and they want to stop them, and they get the more heels jump the face and all this other stuff, and there's this story that's being built of the baby face who is trying to do the right thing for everyone and become the champion. And people are like, yes, one day we want to see this one win, and fuck this bad guy because he keeps cheating to win. That's what's happening right now. The Republican Party, they're the heels, they're the bad guys. They keep cheating to win. The faces, they keep trying to do everything right, but they keep hitting adversity, but they're gonna keep fighting. And one day, if we send the Democrats enough money, if we support them enough, if we eat our vitamins and say our prayers, brother, then one day the Democrats are going to take the power back from the Republicans. And then the shit's going to happen all over again.
I mean,
because this is what they do. They need each other. The Republican Party needs the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party needs the Republican Party. What they don't want is someone to break their system. They don't want someone who is going to. That's why the Democratic Party absolutely rejected Zoran Mandani. That's why, even up to the very end, Chuck Schumer and fucking Hakeem Jeffries did not want to say that they were going to support Zoran Mandani, because Zoran Mandani did not play the game of heels and faces. And ever since he's got into New York, he's just done the work that he said he was going to do. He's literally just done the work. And the Democrat Party and the Republican Party, they need heels and faces. They don't need someone that's just going to do the work. And if you're a moderate Democrat, then you're being worked, brother. It's a work. You're being worked. You need to work yourself into a shoot. Anyway, go ahead.
What I was gonna say was, you're talking about how the Democrats, when they're in power, it's just boring, and I would agree with that, because they lay low, they put their policies in place, and they play by the rules. I get
didn't say that it's boring. I said they literally just they hold power until the power is taken, so they can run on it and make more money. It's all about money. It's not.
Yeah, but who gets the money?
The politicians.
I mean, they're paid. I mean, I guess. I mean, you would have to watch.
How many times have you ever donated to anyone's campaign?
I did Obama's.
Okay, you donated to Obama's campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't know specifically about Obama, because I don't know if this was the same thing during that time, but I'll give specific examples to what I know and who I've supported. Kamala Harris. I donated to her campaign. And after the election, days, weeks after the election, you know what I kept getting?
Messages.
Emails about donating.
Text messages. Oh, okay.
Emails about donating to Kamala Harris after the election was already over. And I get emails all the time from different campaigns. Every time something happens, Donald Trump said this, donate to my campaign. We got to do that, donate to my campaign. It's all about the fucking money, and they're not trying to do anything for the people. That's what I'm talking about. It's literally the Republican Party and the Democratic Party playing the game together, and you need people who are not going to be about the game. You need people who are going to actually do things for people. And again, I'm at the point where I don't care if people are too stupid to know what needs to be done for them. I will force good shit on people. I will force healthcare on people. I will force a higher standard of living on people. I don't care that Bob in the middle of Nebraska is fucking racist and he doesn't want to vote for someone because he's not a white man. I don't give a shit about that. Fuck you, Bob. Take this healthcare.
So then that was gonna be my next question. After that was, if your ideal candidate were to win, and I don't know who would be, or it doesn't have to be anybody that's real, but how would they, day one in office, how would they, conduct themselves? And it sounds like you'd probably
Like a
just
fucking
have them.
tyrant. Like a
Yeah,
fucking
that's kind of what I
tyrant. And
figured.
my
I
idea,
was gonna say.
my idea, and now see, again, I'm a little bit more extreme than other people. Not extreme as some, but more extreme than others. Lock all of these motherfuckers up that have been robbing the country blind, that have been getting away with like all the shit. And I don't care what color you were. I don't care if you're a blood or a crip. I don't care, cuz. Right? I don't care which side of the aisle that you're on. If you're a part of the people that have been robbing the American people blind, then you go to jail. You go to jail. You go to jail. Everyone goes to jail. Like, lock them all the fuck up. That's the first thing I would do. I would weaponize the DOJ just like Donald Trump has. Because when you talk about Donald Trump being back in power, it's because Joe Biden was too weak and Merrick Garland was too weak. Though both of them were too weak, and that's why we're dealing with what we're dealing with today. Donald Trump is a 34-count felon who was never held accountable for his actions and also tried to fucking overthrow the United States government. The United States has done this twice in their history. First time, Civil War. They reintegrated the traitors from the Civil War back into the Union. Second time, January 6th. They allowed Donald Trump to regain power and he pardoned all of them. I know someone who is much smarter than myself, a black woman that's much smarter than myself, who I respect to high hell, who would always say, make them face the wall. And if you don't know what that means, I would start by weaponizing the DOJ, going after all the people who have actually corrupted our country and making sure they're held accountable. That's the first thing that I would do. And then I would start enacting the things that need to be done. Zohar Ramadan has already shown in New York that you can do the things.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's. I guess I would hate to see what we would call retribution for that.
Hold on. I don't think that's me. I hear it as well. Like, you sound like a robot.
So I mean, you sound like a robot on my end too.
One second. Is that any better?
There we go. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it digitized
Uh,
both Digimon, digital monster. It wasn't just me, Kate. It was both of us. I went over and listened on YouTube. It was both of us. He turned into a Digimon too. All right, give me a second. Let me say a couple of quick thank yous, and then I'll give you the floor. W's in the chat for Heather. Heather sent a $5 donation saying more hugs. And if they argue about moderate Dems, remind them that the eight that voted with Republicans and lost our leverage with healthcare subsidies. That Heather. W's in chat for Heather. W's in chat for Joe for the $4 donation saying people get confused. We don't need to win over MAGA to win election. Trump's approval with independents is at its lowest point ever. 60% disapproval. No MAGA has ever been swayed by milquetoast Republicans like Liz Cheney, but Bernie Sanders fills stadiums in Trump country. Exactly. And also, take a look at fucking AOC. AOC literally got people who voted for Trump to vote for her. Like, yes, W's in the chat for Junior. Junior sent a $2 donation saying, did you say you were going to start stripping? I support strippers' dreams. W's in the chat. Thank you, Junior, for supporting my stripper dream. W's in the chat for Junior. And guys, fucking massive W's in the chat for Kara. Kara sent a $25 donation, said, it's a 2-for-1 special in the campaign room. Bob, it's a 2-for-1 special in the champagne room, Bob. Snacks included, fresh potatoes. They're organic. They aren't. W's in the chat for Kara for that $25 donation and helping me with ideas to trick Bob. Guys, again, last but not least, W's in the chat for Fruit, who sent a $5 super chat to say, sad how WWE has a company and is pro MAGA, though I know there's a lot of wrestlers that aren't. Yeah, but like some of them are really fucking pro MAGA. W's in the chat, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. I will read that out, guys. Keep tapping the screen. Let's get the likes up to 300,000 likes. Also, hit that follow button. We only got 28 new followers on the stream. We're trying to get to 100,000 followers. Guys, look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. If you look right there and it says follow, you're not following me. Hit that follow button. We are trying to make it to 100,000 followers. And the only way we're going to get there is if you actually hit that follow button. So if you like it here, if you enjoy me, if you want to just figure out if you want more of what I'm putting out, hit that follow button. Even if you think I got a punchable face, sure, hit that follow button. Come rage to me. Follow me. We are trying to get to 100,000 followers. All right, David, sorry, floor's yours.
I guess the only things I would say is, yeah, for those 8 Democrats that allowed the GOP to pass their things, vote them out. And then I would say the chat brought up Bernie Sanders and how he fills stadiums. Do you think he fills stadiums by lying to people?
I think he fills stadiums because he's willing to say the shit that people aren't willing to say, and he brings out the people that are willing to hear what he has to say. But you're not, for some reason, you're not talking to those type of people. I mean, Bernie Sanders, like what Bernie Sanders is saying, he's not talking to, middle of the road people. Bernie Sanders is, yes, he's talking to everyday Americans, but he's also talking to people who are fucking sick of what's happening.
Wait, what type of person did you say I'm not talking to? The people that are sick and tired of what's happening?
I said that's who Bernie Sanders is talking to. Bernie Sanders is bringing out the people who are sick and tired of all the shit that's happening. He's not talking to the people who just want the status quo.
But I guess the commenter said that he fills stadiums in the Midwest, which he does, in the bigger cities, of course.
Yeah, the point being that Bernie Sanders is bringing people out and giving them something that they want, not because he's, coddling them and telling them that it's going to be okay. If you give him power, he's going to make it how it was in the 90s. That's not what he's saying. He's literally giving them something that they want. That's the point.
Yeah, I guess my only point with that is that I don't think Bernie Sanders lies. I think like you said, he's very truthful and forthcoming with what he would do, and it's to a degree that people would find that progressive, but you don't have to do it with lying. Because I swear that with the Midwest, if you lied,
got a question for you. Got a question for you. You said Bernie Sanders doesn't lie, right? He garners support and he doesn't lie, right?
Okay.
That's what you just said,
right?
I
said that. I said that, yes.
Okay, cool. How many presidential elections has he won?
0, obviously.
Okay, cool. Donald Trump, over 30,000 confirmed lies in his first term. Donald Trump told people that he was going to lower prices by adding tariffs. Doesn't even fucking make sense because tariffs increase prices. Donald Trump lies more than he breathes because he breathes like that, but he lies twice as fast. How many presidential elections has Donald Trump won?
2.
Kind of sounds like to me, lying to stupid people is kind of the way to go. I don't know.
I think I addressed
again,
this.
that purity politics and like getting caught up in the sense that you have to be altruistic and give people the absolute truth. Like, I'm sorry, I'm okay. I am perfectly fine with lying to people to do good shit. Sorry, they're like they lie and do bad shit. Like literally, the Republican Party lies and does worse shit. Now, even when they say that they're going to do something bad, they're just lying to do something worse. They literally told people, hey, elect us, we're going to go after all the criminals that are coming into the country, the quote unquote illegal criminals that are coming into the country. And people's like, yeah, let's get these criminals out of the country. And as soon as they get power, fucking everybody got to go. We're going after babies. We're going after old people. We're going after people that are citizens. We're stripping citizenship away. We're shooting people in the face. Like they lied about something bad that they were going to do so they could do worse.
And I get that. Like I said, I think I addressed that or earlier when I said the two things that the vast majority of the GOP and their constituents care about are the political affiliation and their religious identity. Trust me, one of the things in Nebraska I always saw was basically you grow up, you go to college, and then you have your little couple of wild years where you're rebellious, and then you put your head down, have a baby, and vote Republican. That's basically the ethos. And I grew up in that.
How's that worked out for them?
Not so well, but
Exactly.
because and they were, and I will admit that they do vote against their interests in a lot of ways. But like I said, the two things that they want and only care about is their political affiliation and their religious
Then tell them if
identity.
they vote Democrat, then we'll make Jesus vice president or some shit. I don't know. Like this is stupid. This is stupid. I'm telling you. Like I don't care what the lie is. Listen. You find me who you want. Bring one of them here to me, and I'll lie to him whatever way you need me to lie to him. Like I'm dead ass serious at this point. Like I don't know what type of lie you need to craft to make sure that people get health care, but I'll help you figure that shit out. Like whoever you need to talk to, I will help you craft the appropriate lie to make sure we can give them health care.
I would like to see that happen on your live here, because
sure, tell them come talk to me.
I would love to see you have a conversation where you lie to them and see if you can get them on your side with that. But I'm going to let you go. But I will say that I found out about you through Dean and Parker. I would have to say that Parker's my favorite. You're next, then Dean. But I do like what you're doing. I do like the format that you have. Where you have these different topics that people can battle you on. It's nice. It's different. But yeah, thank you.
All right, I appreciate you coming up, David. Have a good one.
You too.
Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you are friendly, tap the screen, share the live. You can send your daily heart me. It's only one coin and it boosts the live. Push us out to the FYP. If you would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and links are in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Guys, can we knock out the donuts, please? The donuts is the gift goal. Can we knock out the donuts? Also, we're super close to 300,000 likes. Can we please go ahead and get the likes up to 300,000 likes, please and thank you. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Alisa, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? There's a tap in there. Hi, Cooper, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I disagree that you don't play Farm Sim, Santana. You should
come
play
up
it.
here. You are a kid. You got to stop doing that. Seriously, you got to stop. You can't be up here. You're a whole baby. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Nicholas said, have him invite me up. Nicholas, what are you talking about? Have me invite you up. Nicholas, you have to click the link. I can't invite you up. It's not how it works over on YouTube. I just dropped the link. Click the link in the chat or that's at my pinned message. Like I can't invite you up. All you gotta do is click the link. It's super simple. Stop fucking capping. Hi, Denise, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Okay. Guys, take a look down at the bottom of your screen. If you see the pink and blue person, you're good. You're good. You're not in the request. You're good. But if you see the gray person, that means that you are in the request. You are here and you're ready to debate. So take a look at the bottom of your screen. If you see the gray person, you are in the request. You are here to debate. If you see the pink and blue person, you're good. Becca, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
What? No,
Becca.
I'm sorry, Santana.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No worries. I'll drop you down. Guys, take a moment to take a look at the bottom of your screen and check that for me, please, please, please. Let's see here, guys. W's in the chat for, I think it's pronounced Coriel? Coriel? I think it's Coriel for sure. W's in the chat for Coriel for the $15 donation saying, did you decide to stream the State of the Union or no? So the State of the Union is at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And I have late night starting at 7 p.m. So an hour later. So I don't know. I will talk to Kay. I'll talk to my mods. I'll talk to my wife, and I will let you guys know. I will let you guys know. Deb's in the chat for bad sound again. What the fuck happened? Okay, 1 second. Is it still the same? Is it still the same? Okay. All right. So got it. All right. Perfect. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. Like I said, I was saying that
Hey
the State
Sam,
of the Union,
how are you doing?
I will work to. I'll get you guys an answer. Anthony, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
Whoa, it's cutting out. It's cutting in and out.
Your Wi-Fi. Looks like you got a bad signal.
I'm gonna drop for a sec.
W's in the chat for maybe you should have a Santana robot stream. Maybe. W's in chat for MAGA Cries for the $1 donation saying moderate Democrats are the ones that handled this country over to fascists and are doing nothing but sitting back and watching the country burn. Exactly. Someone said again, is it happening again or not? Are we still good? Is the audio still good? Just want to make sure. Okay. I'm not going to watch the trolls in the chat. I'm going to literally watch and wait for the people that I trust. And guys, fucking massive W's in the chat for Alicia. Alicia sent a $40 donation saying, Santana, I'm a 61-year-old, a mother and a grandmother, and I thank you for all that you do. Solid's analogy couldn't have been better said. When I grew up, I wanted to be just like you, Solid, a bunch of others. I don't know. Love you. Keep fighting and fry MAGA and all the moderates. Alicia, thank you so much for the $40 donation. Thank you so much for the love and kindness and support and just the amazing words of encouragement. I just try to make sure that I am good stewards of the message and continue to actually, speak the truth as I know it and, keep it as funky as I possibly can. W's in chat for Alicia. W's in chat for Steph, who sent a $1.99 super chat. Say, sounds okay now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. I will read that out, guys. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, keep tapping the screen, share the live. Hit that follow button. We only got 36 new followers on the live, and I know for a fact 1.6 thousand people hanging out. I know for a fact that we have more than 36 people who have not followed me that's watching. So guys, look up at the top. You see that word follow? Follow me. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background, Morning?
I disagree with something on the background, or just wanted to at least have a discussion about it.
Okay, what do you disagree with?
So you were saying that in order to get things done, you're okay with like condoning lying. But
Yep.
part of what's going on with the government is the fact that there's just lies to persuade people to go either way. So like if we're only okay with condoning, like being okay with it, when it works out in our favor, how are we any different from the other side?
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that this is what's happening, right?
Mhm.
Right now, for lack of better words, because I hate the premise of like playing of thinking about this as a sport, right?
Yeah.
But you ever watch Space Jam?
Yes.
Okay, the original one, not the remake with LeBron,
Yeah.
but the one with,
Not the garbage
Michael
one.
Jordan.
Yeah.
So, and you remember when the Monstars showed up and they were like, small and puny and all this other stuff?
hmm
And you remember how they got their powers?
Yeah, they stole them.
Yeah, they stole their powers from other NBA players. And what happened in that instance was the Looney Tunes realized that they can't beat the Monstars because the Monstars cheated. They went out and stole powers from Sean Kemp, Muggsy Bogues, Charles Barkley, Sean Bradley, like all those people, right? And they couldn't compete. So they went and got Michael Jordan, right? And
Yeah.
so goes on to win and all this other stuff. What I'm saying is not that like lying is okay or lying is necessary. What I'm saying is that if we are playing against the Monstars and they've stripping the powers from these amazing NBA players, and we just want to continue to play as the Looney Tunes without Michael Jordan, we're gonna lose every fucking time. I'm okay.
But
I'm okay with going to grab Michael Jordan to actually fight fascism.
But I believe that Michael Jordan also told them that they were able to do it in themselves. He lied to them in the sense to give them that self-worth to know that they could actually beat that game.
Mm-hmm.
And so
MJ's
it's
special
not
stuff.
necessarily that we have to do the lie. We just have to get them to the point of maturity to realize the right and wrong more. And I know it's a banging our head against the wall type of thing.
People don't care about morality.
But like, there's ways we will sift them out with the red flags and get them out and get the new people in like we're doing right now.
People don't care about morality. They voted for a 34 count felon, someone who has been held civilly liable of raping a woman. Literally someone who made fun of disabled people. Literally someone who has been openly racist. Someone that told them that like undocumented people were poisoning the blood of America. Like they don't give a shit about morals. They care about like how much their gas costs and like fucking eggs. I'm sorry, like trying to sit on this this point of like morality when it comes to other people that are willing to. I fucking love Michelle Obama with all of my heart, but one of the most detrimental things that was taken on by the Democratic Party was when they go when they go low, we go high. No, if they're gonna go low, then we fucking drag them to hell. That's where we need to be. We need to fucking drag them to hell because we're fighting fascists.
I understand that, and I'm right there with you. But in the fact of reminding them about the morality, we are backing them into those corners. More people are waking up, and you see it in Texas. I'm in Texas right now. Not all of them. I guarantee you, most of these people are narcissists that we're dealing with. They're not going to go anywhere.
They will literally smile in your face and then stab you in the back. And I'm just to verify, Morning. You're a white woman, right?
I'm sorry?
Are you a white woman?
No, actually, I'm a black woman.
You're a black Morning. You should know better than anyone. Who did you vote for in the 2024 election?
I'm sorry?
Who did you vote for in the 2024 election?
I voted for Kamala.
Do you remember the solidarity that we had prior to Kamala Harris being elected? You remember that?
I mean, I just went out and voted. I wasn't really around anybody. But if there was solidarity.
Do you remember the amount of people and that were saying they were going to back and support Kamala Harris? You remember that?
Yes.
You remember, like, we had all the and they were talking, oh, is Kamala Harris reassembling the Obama coalition? You remember that?
Yeah.
What happened when it was actually time to vote?
They backed out.
They care about like looking like they want to be good. That's why people
Yeah.
who come up here and crash out all the time, they hate that I call them racist. They don't hate being racist,
Mm-hmm.
but they hate that they're called racist. They hate being labeled as anything. And so if you sit there and tell them like, hey, this is immoral. I don't want to be immoral. I'm a Christian. I literally had a fucking guy that I talked to yesterday at the same time telling me that he loves everyone. He said he loves everyone. He doesn't hate anyone. Same time told me that he would trade other people's kids' lives to protect his gun rights. At the same time,
Mm-hmm.
he kept bashing transgender people, and then he fucking justified the KKK. But at the same time, hey, no, I'm a good guy. I love everyone. They will say whatever the fuck they need to say in the moment to pretend that they don't have to do the thing, right? And so you're sitting here saying, hey, morality. And they're going like, yeah, I got morals, and then turn around and fuck everybody over. But you know who they won't fuck over? They're not gonna fuck themselves over, not on purpose. So if you sat there and tell them lies and they're like, I kind of like the sound of it. You gonna make my gas $1? I'm gonna vote for that. And maybe we don't make their gas $1, but we can damn sure give them healthcare, better access to education, expanded like food benefits. They don't care about morals. They only claim they care about morals. They don't really care about morals.
Yeah. I just wish there was a way that it didn't have to be lies, and that could make me naive. But I just know that at some point, because they lose and they hate losing, they're going to go digging for it, and it's just going to be this side found the lies and that side found the lies, and it's just going to go back and forth. But at the same time, it's going to funnel people through as well.
Wait, Morning. How often do you listen to me?
I'm sorry?
How often do you listen to me, or like any?
I listen to you all the time. I really do. But I sit here. I can't lie. People are like, she's lying. I'm like, I can't lie. Yeah. It takes me, just like these people do, have to be calculated and everything else to be able to do that. I can't lie. Yeah. So it's really hard for me to see people wanting to kind of run stuff by that.
Listen,
and
I understand you. And listen, Morning, you ain't gotta lie. I'll lie for you. I'll do it. I will do that shit. You can be honest, Abe, and I will be fucking gosh, what's his name? Starts with an S. What's from damn it, what's his name? With Olivia Pope. He was the guy with the president.
Scandal.
No, what was the white guy name?
Oh, I have no idea.
Damn it! No, I'm skipping. I'm missing his name. The white guy in that was the president's assistant. Cyrus. Yeah, not a S, a Y. I'm gonna see. Cyrus. I'll be fucking Cyrus. I'll be Cyrus. I like you line him up. I'll knock him down. I will be Cyrus. I will absolutely be Cyrus. The point that I'm making though is that thinking that we are going. Yeah, Cyrus. Thinking that we are going to somehow be able to like stop fascists and Nazis by holding up virtues, that's just not reality. Like they don't care about our virtues, and I would love to get to a point where we could actually run on and actually talk about the truth, actually deal with the truth, actually have honesty and really like stand on what we're supposed to be and who we're supposed to be. But there's literally Nazis running our government.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to fight fascism.
I really appreciate the conversation. I wasn't coming up here to be ignorant or anything. Good. I'm trying to, like I said, it's really hard. It's a lot.
I'll tell you what. This is something that's said all the time, and I truly agree with this. Different people have different roles. Different people. Not everybody is supposed to do the same thing. Like that's the point of having a team.
Yeah.
Right. And
yes.
Where you may not be able to get yourself to that point, but you may be able to get yourself to the point of like encouraging people to vote and helping people register and like da 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 and all this other stuff. And like everyone is needed. Everyone is needed.
Yes.
And like Batman once said, with great power comes great responsibility. So
I think that was Spider-Man, but okay.
Yeah, it was Aunt May. Aunt May did say that.
It was Aunt May. Yeah, it was Aunt May to Spider-Man. It's still, I'm in here most of the time. You probably see me calling people incels. I'm sorry. But thank you so much for talking to me. And I will get down now, though. But thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Hey, have a great day.
As well. Bye. No, guys, I mean that. And like, again, I'm not someone that's sitting here saying that I'm advocating for lying. But I do understand, like, I can't deal with, I honestly, I think that the Democratic Party has a issue with like purity test and respectability politics. And while I appreciate the hell out of Joe Biden, one of his biggest faults is that he was too much of a respectability politician. So, Anthony, welcome back. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Santana, I just wanted to say something about the council meeting tonight. Did you hear about the Epstein victims that are going to be there?
No, but are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything in the background?
No. I appreciate what you do, man. You're doing great for us.
I appreciate you as well, guys. Please,
keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Yep. Please. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background, guys. We're only looking for some debates. Please. Only request up. Respect the boundaries of the live. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. If you're friendly, tap the screen share the live. You can drop it in the comments. I read the comments a lot. So you can always drop your information in the comments. If it's something super important, the mods will get it to me. Or if you want to ensure that your message, comes across, you can send something to the pay links and I'll read it out or answer any questions. But please respect the boundaries of the live. We're trying to get some debates. W's in the chat for Carmela for the $5 donation saying these MAGA idiots voted for racism and bigotry. I don't care how many lies you have to tell them, unless you give them that, they're not coming to the other side. Exactly. And for me, it's not even necessarily like it's not about MAGA. It's literally not about MAGA. I don't think that we need to convince not one Trump supporter to vote with us. I don't care about that. What we do need to do, though, is inspire those voters that don't vote. There's about 10 million people who are registered to vote that didn't vote. We need to give them something worth voting for. And that's my point. That was in chat for Camilla. Thank you so much for that $10 donation. Also, guys, here. Also, I think we're good there. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. 1.6 thousand people hanging out. Guys, tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 400,000 likes. Please. Let's get the likes up to 400,000 likes. This idiot over on YouTube, Dino2GunZ. He said victim mentality. That's what he said. Dino, you're the victim. That's why you're too much of a coward to get up here and debate me. And that's why now you're going to have to be a whiny little baby from outside of the club. I just dropped the link in the chat again, and no one's going to hear your stupid voice unless you actually click the link and get in the box. No one cares about you being a thumb thug. You don't. Now you're the victim, Bub. You're the victim. Get up here and defend your honor. I challenge you to a duel. But I know you won't click that link because you're a coward. You're a coward. Winston says, stop shitting on the chat and get in the box. Oh, yeah. It's not stop shitting in the chat and get in the box. Exactly. This guy says, replace the blacks with Mexicans. Vote blue, baby. Robert Edwards, you're an idiot because one, Mexican people can be black, so you're just stupid. And two, that's not how voting works. I don't care about you trying to get off your racism in the comments. Get in the box. Come up here and do it. I just dropped the link again. I literally just dropped the link again. No one cares about your fragility from the comments. You can be a fragile snowflake all you want, but you can't do it in my comments. I refuse. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. W's in the chat for Ray. Ray sent a $1 donation saying, this is for that slight against Uncle Ben. Are you a monk yet? No, I'm not a monk. W's in the chat for Ray. W's in the chat for Ray. Thank you so much for that $1 donation. No, I am not a monk yet. I'm not a monk yet.
Hello.
Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I do disagree with one thing on the background.
Sure. What do you disagree with?
Moderate Dems. Yeah, I know as progressives we tend to drag moderate Dems in the Senate and the House, which we should. But I also hear some leftists say if it was between Vance or Newsom, they'd vote third party, which I think is irresponsible.
I do too.
Well, and especially, and I know he probably has fans of yours in his chat, so I'm going to say it. Mostly they heard this from Hassan Piker.
Yeah, I'm not sure why we're talking about like other creators, but I mean I think the premise as far as like not voting because there's purity tests or whatever the case may be. Like I've been very open and adamant about like harm reduction as a Black person. So like I don't have the luxury of saying that I'm not going to vote for this one person because they're missing this one thing or whatever. So if anyone wants to stand on privilege, then they can stand on privilege, but they can't stand with me. So like I'm not debating that point. I mean the point of like moderate Democrats is literally the people who are unwilling to force the issue for progression. It's not about like saying, oh, I'm going to vote third party. I think those people are like just fucking bonkers because it's stupid. But like I'm not talking about them.
So I don't think much of moderates, but I will give them their flowers when they need them. I mean, when Nancy Pelosi was House Speaker, she did whip the House into shape. And Chuckles Schumer said he wouldn't vote on a SAVE Act. Heck, so there's that. Still think he should resign.
Okay, well, it doesn't sound like we have much to debate here, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down. Okay.
Also, before you do, I'd still call your senators and tell them to vote no on the Save America Act.
Absolutely, because they're still bringing that to the floor, even though they don't have the 60 votes. All right, I appreciate you. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background. We are only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or if you disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live. You can always support the live. Just like MAGA Cries. MAGA Cries sent a $1 donation saying, we all have a part to play in revolution. If you're not a fighter, that's fine, but don't stand in the way of us while we're doing the dirty work. Exactly. Fucking exactly. That was in the chat for Kimberly. Kimberly sent a $20 donation. Oh, this is Mocha67, who sent a $20 donation saying, appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you more, Kimberly. That was in the chat. W's in the chat, guys. Again, if anyone would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. W's in the chat for Draco, who just became a late night tuber. Guys, if you're over on YouTube and you're not a member, go ahead and grab a membership. Grab a membership, and you get access to a bunch of really cool stickers. You get access to like being able to use the membership super chat, and you also get access to the Discord, which Discord has been popping. So also you can become a super fan here over on YouTube as well. You can absolutely become a super fan over here on YouTube. So guys, if you're not following me, or if you're not a member or a super fan, go ahead and do that. Also, look up at the top. If you guys see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. hit that follow button. We are driving towards 100,000 followers. We only got 39 new followers on the stream. There's 1.6 thousand people hanging out. I'm positive that there's more than more than 40 people now who have not followed me. Guys, look up at the top. You see that word follow? You're not following me. You're not following me. Hit that follow button. Let's run it up. Let's run it up. We are absolutely trying to get to 100,000 followers. Please, 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 please. Again, hey, Devin's in chat. Thank you for the gloves. Thank you for the gloves. Again, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with something. I got to figure out the timing on the like the heart kissies. It's a little bit different with like studio, especially because I'm not always looking at the screen. Sometimes I'm looking like here or whatever, and so I don't see it. I got to find the right way to sync up. While we wait for the next person to have some testicular fortitude and get in the box, there's something else that I wanted to make sure that I covered with you guys. 1 second here. Something super duper important that I wanted to cover with you guys. State of the Union. So we're absolutely talking about the State of the Union. Oh, no. Wait. Yeah, State of the Union. State of the Union, which is happening tonight, right? And there's some interesting stuff that's going on with the State of the Union. And the interesting stuff revolves around Donald Trump and this whole thing. But let's give it a second. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yes, I'm a Trump supporter. I disagree with everything you have in your background.
Okay. Which point do you disagree with the most? Where you like to start?
Trump and MAGA, because I'm a MAGA supporter. I'm a Republican. So yeah, the first one, like, I would like us to deal with that.
Okay. Tell me why you think that as a Trump supporter, you are not the enemy of the state.
I believe I'm patriotic enough because as at this very moment, Donald Trump is the president of America, and I believe anybody that is anti-state or anti-patriotic shouldn't be MAGA, and you shouldn't even be in America. Since you don't support the presidency, you are against the moving forward of America as a nation, then you shouldn't be here. It's very much simple.
Okay, that makes sense. Mr. State, how long have you been in the U.S.?
For a very long time, let's just say like 15, 20 years, thereabouts.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you were here. How did you feel about Joe Biden?
He was a very weak leader. He's mentally unstable. Like he was elected by, but I don't even think he was elected by mistake, you know. So, but it's very good that right now he's enjoying his leave because he's not capable of leading a prosperous nation like America. So we don't need him. Neither do we need any other Democrat to be in charge of America.
Did you think that while he was in office as well, or is that just hindsight 2020?
No, well, when he was in office, I saw about it. You know, he was opening the border for illegal immigrants that are committing crime in our country. Yeah, undocumented alien that are coming through our country. He just, you know, so all of his policies are just anti-American. The world disrespected America so much, you know. But now that Trump is in charge, yeah, we are number one. Everybody respects President Trump. You don't do what he wants. You don't do what is favorable for we citizens of America. Then don't come near our border. Then you need to go back to whatever shithole third world country you come from. Is either you obey the rules and regulations of this country, you adapt to the nation.
You're grandstanding now. You like to hear the sound of your voice, don't you? I was waiting for you to stop, but you apparently you got a lot to say. Like you moved on past the point where I was saying.
I mute my mic.
Can I speak?
I mute my mic.
Can I get it? Okay, cool. You ain't gotta
Yes, I mute my mic. I mute my mic.
Yeah. 1 second here. So you were saying you are someone like you thought that Joe Biden was doing a shitty job while he was already in office, and like you thought that, you know, it was just bad overall, right?
Yeah, it was very bad, terrible.
Okay, why didn't you leave the country?
And why did I leave? Because I had faith in this country. Because I had faith in this country. I had faith.
But you were just saying that anyone that doesn't support Trump, that's not MAGA, that's like not, you know, like all of this stuff, then they need to leave. They're un-American. Da 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 da. You said that you support the president because the president is, you know, like we supposed to support the president and all this. Like none of the shit that you're saying now, you didn't apply that to yourself when Biden was in office. Why the double standard? Why didn't you hold yourself accountable for those very things that you were just saying when Biden was in office, but now you want to hold others accountable for that while Trump is in office?
I just believe a lot of individuals have this sentiment about Donald Trump as the president, and I
Yeah,
believe Donald Trump is
no, that's
victim
not
to.
what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I don't care about like the individuals. I'm talking about you. I'm like literally, you just came up here and gave me your criteria as far as why you support Trump. You based it in the premise as far as like he's the president and we need to support the president because that's what Americans are supposed to do. And if they don't, they're like shitty and they need to go back to other countries and da 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 da. And I said like, hey, you know, that's how you feel. How did you feel about Biden? You told me about how you felt about Biden. And then I clarified. I said, hey, is that, you know, hindsight 2020? Or did you feel like that in the moment? And you said, yeah, that's how I felt then, da 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 da. So again, are you a hypocrite, Mr. State? Like, are you willing to
Sometimes
admit that
I
you're a
am.
hypocrite?
Sometimes I am.
Okay, so you are willing to.
I am an
Okay,
hypocrite.
so okay, all right. You know what? Fair. I respect you actually answering that question. So yeah, I guess where I go from that then is why should anyone care what you have to say as far as like whether people should or should not support Trump if you can't even hold yourself to that same standard?
Because I am an accountable man. I am a man of integrity. I am disciplined. I am very much educated. I don't have no criminal record.
Okay.
And I want and will always stand for the interest of America as a sovereign country. And I've also seen the good work that President Trump has been doing in Africa and outside of Africa.
Can
So
you tell me
therefore, I
one
see
piece of good
absolutely
work
no
that
reason
President Trump has done inside of the U.S.?
what deporting the illegal alien that is terrorizing
Undocumented
our
immigrants.
society.
He's actually, not only is that not good work, he's done a shitty job at it. And even if he was effective, it would be overwhelmingly harmful to the country. Like, so that's not it. Hey, have you ever heard of the Cato Institute? You ever heard of the Cato Institute?
No, what's that?
Cato Institute is an accredited institution that does like different academic studies. They review like a multitude of things, and they actually have a little bit of a right-leaning bias, right? They tend to be a little bit more conservative than they are centered. But they are absolutely respected on a national level, accredited, and they have, you know, a track record of delivering factual data. The Cato Institute did a 30-year comprehensive study of immigration within the U.S., right? And not just a 30-year study based off of undocumented immigrants, but they did a 30-year comprehensive study of undocumented immigrants and immigration as a whole. People like you, Mr. State, because you said you've been here, what, about 15 years?
I'm not really an immigrant, and even though I'm a superior immigrant, if I am to be categorized as an immigrant, I'm not a normal immigrant. I fit all of the
but still,
criteria
no.
of being a real
I
American.
know. Listen, yeah, super immigrant, got it. Yeah, listen. We can put a cape on you, and you can really be super immigrant. That's fine, but you are an immigrant, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
I
So
guess so.
the Cato
Sometimes
Institute,
I am.
the Cato Institute actually did a study for people like you, right? People, Mr. State, the Cato Institute did a study of you because you've been here within the last 30 years. And so the study that the Cato Institute was able to complete over the last 30 years actually showed that immigration as a